So I realized a couple Friday reads ago that I am very excited about a lot of upcoming TV show and movie releases. And I don't normally talk about that here, but they are pieces of media that I am very highly anticipating. I don't know if you guys get like this, but when I want to see a movie, I try to see it opening day, opening weekend, as often as I can. And TV shows, I just get so pumped for certain fantasy TV shows, even if I don't like the fantasy source material, or even if I haven't read it. Like, I have a Shadow and Bone video where I have not read the books, but I talk about what I did or didn't like in the show. I love the genre of fantasy and sci-fi, so when there are releases that I get excited about, I get excited. And it's the holiday season, and I get extra excited about that too, so I'm just like full of anticipation. And so I figured I would talk about, before the upcoming Thanksgiving in the United States, what are the things I'm looking forward to. One of them is actually already out, and that's Eternals. This is one of the new Marvel movies, I think the newest one that's out. I think before this it was Shang-Chi. And of course they have the What If TV show. I'm up to date on everything but the Eternals. I'm interested in the Eternals for a couple reasons. One, it kind of looks like how I would visualize some of the armor for Stormlight. Like, it doesn't look like shard plate, but it looks like the type of scenes you see in Stormlight Archive when they're talking about the past and the desolations and the type of monsters they're fighting. It gives me those vibes. So it's like very like fantasy superhero, but kind of with that sort of in like technological based stuff. The genre blending of it is very intriguing to me. And I found out that the actor that I really liked in Train to Busan, like not the lead, but there's another actor, is in this movie. And I loved him in Train to Busan. And I haven't really seen him say much in the trailers, but I'm really hoping he has some great scenes in here. But the cast looks phenomenal. It has one of my favorite comedians in it. Like, we already see funny scenes in the trailer. Like, I love a good ensemble cast. Like, there's a chance it doesn't land for me. It has a lot to do, right? Like, we don't know any of these people. They have to make us like all these people and show that they are a team and, you know, give us stakes. But, like, I also just watch these movies to have fun. It does not need to be deep for me. I'm here for a fun action movie time. The only reason I haven't seen it yet is Ryan hasn't wanted to go yet, but I might just go see it by myself the weekend after I'm posting this, just because I need to. I really want to. And I love seeing action movies in theaters. And luckily I feel safe enough to do that here in Massachusetts with our vaccination rate and everything, and I'm getting my booster. Actually, the day before you are seeing this video, I have gotten my booster shot. So I'm really excited for the Eternals. I know nothing about it. Like, I know nothing about it, but it looks really cool for all the reasons that I have stated. Another one coming out really soon. It's actually coming out, I think, the day before I drive back home for Thanksgiving week, and that's the Wheel of Time show. I have a whole chat on the World Hoppers channel with Alex Nieves, Stephanie from Miss Richards Reads, and Jade from Bedtime Bookworm. I will link that down below, and we talk about stuff that we like in the books, don't like in the books, what we hope the show will have, what we've thought of all the promo materials so far. The show, it looks really exciting to me. But again, I am very easily impressed. I just like seeing magic. I never get to see it in my head. My imagination is just like lazy. My imagination is not as cool as I want things to be. Some authors can vividly describe things and like my brain goes woo, but most of the time my brain's just lazy. So getting to see the weaves, I love how the cast all looks. I'm really excited about how they have taken this chosen one trope, and I'm excited to see how that plays out in the first season. I think it's really smart to center it around Moiraine, because Moiraine is like the coolest thing about Eye of the World. And Eye of the World is actually one of my favorite books that I've read in the first 7 so far. I'm about 40% of the way through book 7 so far. So although I have a Wheel of Time video about my first impression so far, it is not and will not ever be one of my favorite fantasy book series. The show looks cool, and I want all fantasy shows to succeed so that I keep getting fantasy show adaptations, because that's what I love. Like, I grew up watching like Xena Warrior Princess. Like, I am easily amused, and like special effects can do so many cool things, and I know it can also be like really bad and look campy, but again, I'm not one of those people who's like looking at it with a microscope and like judging the lighting and stuff like that. I'm probably one of the people they're marketing for. I'm pretty basic. And it looks really cool. I'm curious about what they're going to change. I'm curious what themes are going to shine through, what stakes are going to feel like, because one of the things in the books is like, it sort of has me feel the stakes, but sometimes because of how long it is, I forget, oh yeah, we're in like a doomsday scenario. Like I forget that. One should not forget that. So really excited for the show and to see how they condense this epic series in a reasonable way. So that starts, I think the first 3 episodes, or maybe 2, drop on November 19th. And I'm excited. Next one's also fantasy, but it's like, also just because it's like the Disney release. Disney is smart and always releases like an animated movie that I'm really into like right before Thanksgiving. And this year is no different. Although this year I have never been so excited. Like I was excited for Moana and I loved Moana. Moana made me cry. Moana is one of my favorite. She's my favorite chief. Like she's great. But Encanto. First of all, in this trailer, there are arepas. Okay, if you don't know, arepas are like very important to Colombian and Venezuelan culture. They are like a food I have eaten my whole life. It's very hard to describe to people who haven't had it, but like take cornmeal, you make these little patties and you can cut them open and you can put like butter, cheese, meat, guac, whatever. Or you could just eat them on their own. It's so simple, so good. Like they're basically our cultural equivalent of tortillas, although you use them very differently, but in terms of like, this is a thing my abuela makes fresh every day. So culturally, I guess what I'm trying to say is this is as close as I'm ever going to get to a Venezuelan-based Disney movie, and I never even thought I would get one. Like our last South American-inspired Disney stuff that wasn't a TV show was Emperor's New Groove, which is great. Not very culturally accurate, but still great. Like I think it's funny. I love Cusco. I love Kronk. But like this family full of magical powers in this colorful house with this really fun music, and the main character wears these glasses and doesn't have magic, and like when I cut my hair, I'm going to cut my hair to look like hers. I'm going to buy those glasses because I do wear glasses because I wear contacts. I've been wearing glasses since I was 5. I read too many books. But like I'm going to get that skirt. Like her outfit is so cool and I love her. I am so excited for Encanto. I don't even know the plot. I have no clue what the plot is. I've already told my family who like haven't been seeing movies lately or anything. It's like I'm seeing it. Who's going with me? Let's go. So I'm really pumped to see that holiday week. And following that, there's the Hawkeye TV show. Okay, so full disclaimer, Hawkeye has been one of my favorite Avengers since the beginning, and I know that's like not a popular opinion. It's not like unpopular. I don't know people who hate Hawkeye, but like when Avengers first dropped, I really liked Hawkeye. I thought he was so funny. And like I know most of that movie he's like not in his right mind, but like the bits that you get of him are hysterical. Like when he shoots Loki without looking in the bomb. I loved Hawkeye. And also in my head, because I first watched this when I was 19, it was probably when I was 19 when Avengers first dropped, I was just like, Hawkeye's like a dude I could meet on the street. Like, this is an attainable human being that I could meet, be friends with, maybe date, who knows. So in terms of forming crushes to fictitious characters, I liked Hawkeye. I thought he was funny, thought he was cute. Yeah, liked his sass. And that's never gone away. Like, I don't like Avengers Age of Ultron that much. It does hold up a little bit better on rewatch with context. The best part of that is Hawkeye for me. So, we're getting a Hawkeye TV show. That's amazing. It's Christmas themed. I love Christmas. I'm obsessed with Christmas. So we're getting a Christmas-themed miniseries surrounding Hawkeye. I'm so ready. It looks like it's going to have a lot of Die Hard energy. Like, things are blowing up. There's great parodies with songs and stuff. Like, I'm here for it. Give it to me. Give it to my eyeballs. I'm ready. So that's like around Thanksgiving time. And then we get around my birthday. So my birthday is midway through December 15th, and usually the weekend before or after my birthday, there's a blockbuster. Normally happens. For years, it was The Hobbit or a Star Wars movie, which neither of those IPs are like my favorite thing. I usually do go see them, and I really liked Rogue One. Rogue One came out around my birthday. But this year is actually an IP I'm really excited about, actually 2, and they both come out the same weekend. I think this one comes out earlier, so I'll talk about it first, but this is the new Spider-Man movie. I have always loved Spider-Man stuff. This is not a hot take. Spider-Man is one of the most beloved superheroes ever. I think I am one of the only people, though, that likes Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man. Like, I love both Amazing Spider-Mans. I also like the Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans. I have been loving Tom Holland Spider-Mans. We just rewatched the first one, Homecoming, and it's so good. One of the best villains ever in that movie with Michael Keaton. And I love a high school drama-based superhero sort of story that's also not cringy. Like, I don't get secondhand embarrassment as much from Spider-Man as I do like other high school dramas, and I like the nostalgia of them. I like him forming friends, I like him falling in love, I like him trying to balance school with his superhero responsibilities. And yeah, this one looks like it's gonna be a hot mess with Doctor Strange. I don't know the logic behind whatever he's doing. He's supposed to be the adult. Like, I'm used to Peter Parker having bad ideas. Doctor Strange should be smarter, so I don't really know how we're gonna frame all of this. I also really liked Far From Home. I really liked that one, and how they handled the whole MJ Peter Parker thing. So good. I think I've liked every love interest for Spider-Man except the original MJ. I don't like the original MJ. Not like the actress, but like the whole, like, it's the girl next door, and I don't know. There was a lot of complications and drama in that I didn't like, and I probably don't like the original three as much because we leave high school so early. And, like, we are only in high school for The Amazing Spider-Man and for Tom Holland so far. I think that's part of it. I don't know why. I also just love a good nerd superhero. I think that's really cool. So, it's my birthday weekend. We're gonna go see it. It's gonna be great. And then, I'm more excited for this than Wheel of Time, of course. Witcher Season 2. I liked Witcher Season 1 a lot. I don't think I made a video on it. I don't really know how to talk about TV shows. I just was like, yes. Witcher Season 1 and 2, I think, are closely tied to the short story collections, and I think going into the beginning of the novel series based off, like, what I can glean from the trailer. But regardless, I have complete faith in the TV show to adapt it in a way that will make the novel experience better for me. I have a whole series review on The Witcher, and I have read everything but the standalone adventure story, which I do want to read. I think it's The Sword of Destiny. That might be the name. I think it's like a standalone story, and I'm really excited for that because I just love watching Geralt, a monster hunter who hates himself, go on adventures with his sidekick who just likes to sing music all the time, have his contentious relationship with his lover Yennefer, and, you know, his adopted daughter Ciri. That's all I want. That is all I want. And I know this is going to have some of the stories we didn't get in The Last Wish. I'm excited to watch Ciri come into her own. Like, it looks so cool. And I know some people think it looks campy, and some people did not like the song choice for the trailer. No, that was great. That was great. The way that rap lined up with him flipping over the table, like, fantastic. I'm a sucker for trailers. I love trailers so much. So I'm really excited to see what they do with this and how they, in general, what story they choose to explore with The Witcher. Because, I mean, you have the books, which I think they're primarily taken from the books, but you also have the video games. And I don't really care so long as we keep to the core of found family monster hunter Witcher who has to fight monsters and save the day and things like that. Like, that's all I care about. This, for me, is the most modern-day Xena warrior princessness thing for me, which I need in my life, so I don't know. I am easily amused, like I've said, but I'm so excited. And I got my roommates to rewatch it with me last season or year. It was like fall of last year, and we watched it during October for like spooky season because there were monsters, and there are some like slightly horrific episodes, and they really liked it, so I think they'll watch it with me. Although if it's like other Netflix things where it drops all at once, I might binge it myself first and then watch it with them, because that's what I did with The Witcher last time. I just was like in my apartment by myself watching it for 2 days straight. Oh, I still love that first episode of season 1. I think that's a great way of like being like stakes. And I really like season 1 of The Witcher. I had a great time. So these are the things I'm most looking forward to. If there is a Great British Bake Off Christmas special, I am also looking forward to that. I don't know if there is one. I have no clue if that's in the works, but if that shows up, I'm watching it because I am a sucker for the Great British Bake Off. I even sometimes watch like an American Bake Off Christmas show. I just like baking shows. Like, I don't know why. Even though I would never eat any of the things that they bake because, like, in order to win these type of shows, things have to look good, but sometimes to make something look good, you're sacrificing the things that make stuff like structurally unsound that makes it taste good. I don't know. It's a very, very delicate balance, you know? Do you want your gingerbread house to stand but taste like cardboard, or do you want it to fall but it's like the best cookie you've ever seen? Like, question mark. But that was this Rambly video. I just figured I had a lot of things that I'm really looking forward to, and I'm probably not alone. If you do want to see any videos of me discussing any of these things, let me know, and maybe I'll do it if I have thoughts. But, like, I'm not a movie TV show channel, so no pressure. But if you want to talk about it, I'll for sure talk about it in the Discord, because we talk about anything in the Discord. And if you made it this far, leave, like, a TV emoji. I'm pretty sure there's one like that, or like a monitor or something, because we talked about TV and movies here. Let me know what you're looking forward to watching this season, even if it's not a new release. If you're just like, this is a movie I always watch around Christmas and I can't wait, or whatever. I would love to hear any of that. And like if you liked it, subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.